Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Final Opinions, a segment on my YouTube channel where I talk about games that I find are special and that I have previously talked about in my first opinions. And this game, Nuclear Thrones, is one of those games that I found was special. There was something about it that just kept me coming back over and over again. Maybe it was the incredibly sharp gameplay, maybe it was the brutal difficulty, but I'm here to discuss what I liked about the game and what I didn't like it once I actually completed it. And complete it I did. I made it to the Nuclear Throne and I slayed it. And it was so difficult. It took me way more tries than I would care to admit. Oftentimes I would die or fail before I even reached the throne halfway. But on my second try getting to the throne, I finally beat it and it felt great. And I unlocked a new character and all kinds of stuff. And it was really cool. And I just want to talk about it today with you guys. For those not in the know, Nuclear Throne is a roguelike, in a sense. They themselves, the developers of this game, have called the game a throne-like, as it's very difficult. I mean, roguelikes are inherently difficult. This is a thing common among that subgenre of games. But this game takes it to a whole new level. I haven't been challenged like this since the first time I played Dark Souls. So the game has you picking a character, and then you start in a certain area, and you move on to another area and another area. The areas themselves are not random from game to game, but the layouts of each area that you go into from game to game are. And in these randomized areas, you'll find a cavalcade of enemies, a variety of chests. Yellow ones will usually hold ammo. Red ones will usually hold a gun of some kind. Sometimes they are lame, sometimes they are amazing. And you'll sometimes very luckily find medkit chests that give you health. And to complete each area, all you have to do is simply kill every monster on the floor. And then a portal opens up, sucking you into it and anything else nearby, guns, ammo, health, and you're, boom, ported to the next level, just like that. Yeah, but that doesn't sound very difficult. Yeah, well, the difficulty comes from all the sheer amount of bullets flying at you, all the enemies trying to bum rush you physically, sometimes with weapons, sometimes just wanting to hit you with their bodies or whatever. And you take damage very quickly. There are no invulnerability frames in between getting hit, so you could take a whole barrage of bullets, like 5 or 6 instantly, and then die out of nowhere, losing all of your health. Since each regular red bullet takes 3 health, some others take 2, physical attacks I think take like 4 or 5, and you'll end up dead sooner than you can even like imagine. Explosions, for example, will essentially wipe you out regardless of your health count. You could have like 14 health and it might leave you with a few health after a full explosion. And not to mention, there are just a lot of enemies. Once you spawn into a level for the first time, there can be upwards of 20 enemies in a small area, all swarming you with their attacks, with their bullets, and guns and shit. And it's just like, damn, get off me, you know, give me some breathing room. And then there are the bosses. Now, there's only a few at the moment, and the bosses start off simple enough. Some of them can burst through walls and fire bullets very quickly. And then you move on to the next boss, which is a big dog who shoots a ton of bullets at you, basically turning the game into that subgenre of games where you're literally dodging like hundreds of bullets at once, and it's like really hardcore. I forget the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And then the next boss is this little teleporting dude with a jetpack who shoots flames and really bouncy bullets at you, and he'll like jump around the map and like explode, and it's like, that's crazy. And he was one of the harder bosses. And then of course you come to the throne. The throne boss itself, oh man, talk about bullet storm. There's stuff flying at you everywhere, and it was super tough. I feel like I only beat him personally because I had just the right weapons and enough space to maneuver, and it all kind of played in my favor. But that's what I like about this game when it comes to what I like and dislike. That's definitely what I like. It's very honed. This game has been in development for 2 years, maybe a little bit more than that now, as of this recording. And when you play it, the game exudes this level of polish that is absent from some AAA games that you see on the market nowadays. you get a sense that the developers have really taken their idea in this form of game, in this craft of theirs, and really polished it and iterated on it endlessly to give you what it is today. And it feels great, and it plays great, and it's smooth, efficient, and just visceral. And I haven't even touched on the weapons that have been designed to kill your enemies in this game. There are over 120 weapons as of this recording, and all of them feel very unique. A lot of them are just iterations on the same idea, like a shotgun, double shotgun, sawed-off shotgun, flame shotgun, double flame shotgun, probably even a lightning shotgun. You have like sluggers, which just shoot giant bullets, assault sluggers, full auto shotguns. There's just a ton of variables and varieties of the same archetype of gun, but each gun with those different varieties feels unique in and of itself, and it doesn't feel like a small tweak to the same pre-existing gameplay. So now maybe you guys can get an idea why I get excited every time I play this, because there's just that unknown, what I'm going to get gun-wise, that difficult gameplay that always keeps me focused and on my toes and evaluating all of my movements and what I'm doing. And it's just so addicting. But it's because it's so addicting and so much fun that I wish there was a little bit more to it. And now we get to the part where I talk about the things that I wish could be improved upon, or hopefully will be improved upon. So starting this list of mine of things that I don't really care for about this game, one, I would have to say the areas that you're spawned into are always the same. It always starts off in a desert, and then it goes on to the sewers, and then you go to this like winter area, and then you go to this like gem cave, and then back to the winter area, and then like some kind of techie area after that. And it's the same every time. And sure, the layout is different, but it would be kind of cool to have, I don't know what to call them, maybe biomes, to have a different biome in different stages, as opposed to just the same stage over and over again and then just have it be a random floor. And speaking of variety, every single floor, every single stage you go to has the same objective. Wipe out all of the enemies, collect loot, and then jump through the portal. Why not mix it up a little bit? Add some side objectives that could reward you with more ways to power up or customize your character, right? Because, I mean, the game's hard enough. You don't have to worry about it getting easy. I mean, the game takes place in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, right? So why not have a side objective where you have to rescue a human or mutated survivor and drag him through the portal with you, and then he grants you another mutation or some kind of benefit? That would be really cool. More stuff like that, more objectives to mix it up a bit more and increase the amount of time that you can play this game and still enjoy it. And another thing I don't care for is that once I found the throne and I beat it, there didn't really seem to be anything past that. I don't know, for example, if I get to the throne again, if I'm going to see like a different change or maybe like a continuation of gameplay past the throne, because once you reach the throne and you sit on it and shit, it just kind of ends. I haven't tried it a second time, but if I do get to it, would it be too much to ask for, you know, something a little bit past that? I mean, look at the Binding of Isaac. Does it end every single time after killing Mother and her foot? No. You move on to, like, her vagina and her uterus, and then you kill her heart. And then it goes past that. You kill Satan, and you kill, like, Isaac himself, and then it goes past that, even, a couple more times. So why can't we see that kind of stage evolution and progression out of a game like this? I just feel like for a game that's been iterated on for the past couple of years, they could have done a little bit more than perfectly honed their craft. You know, I'm talking more content, more modes maybe, and going back to the Binding of Isaac again for a prime example of this, they brought in a new mode called Greed Mode, which completely changes the way you play the game. It's this whole separate thing that's a ton of fun on its own. And that would be cool to maybe eventually see out of Thrones. But don't let my nitpicks about this game dissuade you from purchasing this title on either PC Steam or the PlayStation 4, which is what I have been playing this on. Because overall, for what the price is, for the 12 bucks you're going to be spending, or maybe $15, it is a great game. It's polished, brutally difficult, And there are a variety of guns to play with and characters to unlock to keep bringing you back over time. Alright everybody, these have been my final opinions on Nuclear Throne for the PlayStation 4. The PC version is just as great, don't you deny it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it for you guys. Please leave a like down below, rate it however you would like to rate it. It really helps out the channel. If you like these kinds of videos, subscribe for more. I'm gonna hop back in game, and I will catch you guys next time.